Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing good. So today we are going to see consistency in acid principle. So in my previous video I have covered atomicity and I have given overview of all these four. So you can go and watch those videos if you have not watched them. So let's get started with today's video, that is consistency. So first let's understand what is consistency. So consistency basically means that a transaction must take the database from one valid state to another valid state, so that after the transaction completes, all rules, all constraints, triggers or validation must still be correct. If something violates like those rules, then MySQL roll back the transaction. So in short, data should never be invalid. Constraint should never be broken. And third is, let's say, partial or incorrect data should never be stored. So let's understand this by an example, simple example. Let's say that in an account, balance must never be negative. So this is my table, accounts table, and I'm having two rows. So here let's add a constraint. The balance should always be greater than equal to 0. So let's query, you can write all the table accounts, add constraint after that constraint name and check whichever your condition is after that. So let's run this query. So now let's go to SQL again and we will be writing one update query. So we will be updating balance less than 0. So write update account set balance and balance, let's say, minus 500 where ID equals to 1. So let's check table once. What's the correct amount? So it's a 500. So we will change that to 600. So here let's run this query now. So here you can see error is there, and if error you will see check constraint, check balance is violated because it's going less than 0 and our constraints say that it should always be greater or equal to 0. So MySQL blocks the update, so this way database stays consistent. So let's say second example, you can see, let's say a user must be 18 plus to register. So we can enforce consistency here using a constraint. Okay, so here let's say create table users with ID, name and age. And here add constraint, check user age. That user age should be greater than 18. So if we will write our insert query, so insert query with age 22 will be inserted, but with age 14, it will not be inserted. It will give us error that check constraint, check user age is violated. So one more example, if I'll give, let's say, a simple example of email uniqueness in TV, so that two users cannot have the same email. So that is like you create a table with customer and you give email a unique constraint. So that will make sure that two users will not have same email. So that will also give you an error if you will insert same email again. So this is the simplest example of database consistency. So when you can say that there is a strong consistency in MySQL, so in four category I have mentioned. So data view. So when all nodes observe the same view of data at any given time, it's not like that different node is giving different data. So that is a weak consistency. So write operation, let's say you update any one node, so it should be immediately visible to all other nodes. It's not like that updates it's taking time. Then read operation. So read operation should return only up to date value. It's not like that it contains stale data. That should not be the case. Performance wise, it will be having a little bit higher latency because it's a synchronous operation, but whereas we consistency, it's a better performance. So let's say if any interviewer asks you that what is consistency, then you can that a transaction must bring the database from one valid state to another valid state. So in MySQL, how consistency is achieved is using constraints, let's say foreign key, primary key, unique, not null, data type, transaction rollback. If any operation violates these rules, MySQL automatically aborts the transaction to keep the data correct and valid. And if more detail asked, you can give constraints type, it's primary, foreign, unique, not null. And foreign key rules also, you can give an example like that you can't create an order for a user that doesn't exist. So like that you can mention data type also. If wrong data type causes automatic failure, that helps consistency. So transaction also rollback is there, that if any rules break, rollback database remains consistent. So that was a little bonus step. I hope you like this video. That's all in this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubt, you can comment down in the comment section. So next I'll be explaining isolation. So thank you so much for watching.